What's happening, y'all? I just got back from some Korean barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Got the Burberry drip on. But just like every Sunday, man, I'm gonna get into these swing trades, set up plays. I hit it crazy last week, and I intend on doing the same. I got two real good plays that I like. Of course, I'm gonna give you my favorite one last. But I got two good plays. I'm still watching one of the ones that I showed y'all on the last episode. It ain't go yet. It looked like it still might want to go. The Exxon Mobil play. Um, but let's look at the Fear and Greed Index. Let's see what they talking about. All right, fear and greed index. You want to be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. So it being neutral, it don't really weigh too heavy on either way. You know what I'm saying? And this is really just how people are feeling about the markets. When the market is in extreme greed, people keep buying more, buying more. When markets are in fear, people are selling more, selling more. So that's why emotions are important. Excuse me. That's why emotions are important when dealing with the markets. So fear and greed index is not really telling us anything, but it is saying that we are less fearful than 1 month ago and 1 week ago, which means that the stock market, according to this, appears to be moving in the upward direction. But let's look at VTI on the chart just to make sure. Because fear and greed index is not the charts. And this is how we make money. We make money on the charts. So it's been going up. It looks like we probably got a little more room to go up. Now we're at the top of the Bollinger Band, right? And if you don't know what the Bollinger Band is, it's this red line at the top of these candles, and there's also a green line at the bottom. And the stock or the market, these candlesticks or price movements usually move inside of the Bollinger Band. If it goes outside of it, it comes back in, so on and so forth. So we're at the top of the Bollinger Band. And a lot of time when you get to the top, you can expect it to retreat backwards, but that's not a guarantee that that will happen tomorrow. It's just giving me a sentiment that the market is expecting, you know what I'm saying, or should be expecting some kind of pullback at some point, whether it's a short term, couple days or couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? This is just letting me know that we should be expecting um, soon a pullback. But that don't mean that the stock market is guaranteed to do the pullback. So let me pull up the VIX and see what the VIX is looking like. And the VIX is the volatility index. It is inverse to the stock market. So if the VIX is down, the stock market goes up. And if the VIX is up, the stock market goes down. Right. So if we're looking at the VIX, this look like the VIX look like it's been going down. The VIX has been going down, which makes sense. The VIX has been going down, stock market has been going up, fear and greed index. So if you ask me, according to last week's movement and the trend that we're in, it looks like the stock market is going up. So without wasting y'all time, man, I'm finna give y'all the two plays real quick so I can, what I'm saying, spend the rest of the night with my wife. But I got two plays for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the one that I like the least, and then the one that most likely. Well, never mind. I got three. Never mind. I got two. I got two. The first one I like. Let me make sure y'all can see this. First one I like is Dollar General. Now you do want to look at the financials. So I might go ahead and pull up Dollar General financials just to see if it's worth it. But I look at all time frames on the hourly time frame. The indicators are telling me that we look like we might be going up. On top of that, as far as momentum, you can see the stock is staircasing upwards. So on the hour time frame, it's the indicators and the momentum. On the 4 hour time frame, we look like we got a inverse head and shoulders, right? So this pattern right here, you know what I'm saying? When you look at multiple candlesticks, you can identify patterns. So let me pull up the inverse head and shoulders. All right, let me make sure y'all can see this. All right, so all the way over to the right, remember you read candlestick charts from left to right. So all the way over to the right, you can see where you got a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So let me pull up the head and shoulders pattern so y'all can see that, right? And the head shoulder pattern is typically a pattern, a chart pattern seen when a security price falls, rises 3 times to form three successive troughs, the second of which is the deepest, right? So you is really forming a shoulder pattern. You know, it goes down, it dips, goes up, then it goes down a lot more, then it goes up. But before clearing that neckline, it goes down again to create another shoulder. You don't confirm a head and shoulders pattern until it breaks the neckline. So you do want it to break that neckline. So if we go back to the chart, right, we got the inverse head and shoulders. If we go back to the chart, we see that. Hold on, let me pull up the chart. So if we go back to the chart, we can see that Dollar Bill on the 4 hour time frame has the inverse head and shoulders. So remember, it's not confirmed until it breaks the neckline. So we got a neckline right here. You know what I'm saying? Right now, price is at 71.86. If it breaks 72, then you good. And I got a good feeling it's gonna do just that. So we're looking at the daily time frame. The daily time frame is giving me the inverse head and shoulders as well. And the indicators are looking green. MACD is crossing up. Let me move these other indicators so you can see what I mean when I say the MACD is crossing up. Right. Let me move these other ones. You know what I'm saying? Just for anybody new to the game, I want to make sure y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. So outside of the patterns, you want indicators to confirm, right? So this down here is the MACD. This what I'm moving up and down with the green and red bars and these two lines. As you can see, when the lines cross, it changes color. So when the blue line came and crossed down, it changed to red. And now that it's crossing back above the orange line, it's turning green. So when you have a pattern, an inverse head and shoulders pattern on a daily time frame, and then you got the MACD crossing up, turning green, those are the type of trades you want to make. You don't want to just make the trade off of the patterns. You want to look at the financial statements. You want to have indicators match your pattern, and you want to wait for confirmation. That stock has to break the neckline in order to be confirmed. So we look at a longer time frame, see what that's talking about. So on a longer time frame, it looked like we got a that could either be a bull flag or or the bull flag reversal candle. I forget what that one's called, but the indicator is green on the MACD on the weekly. So the longer the time frame is, the more of the trend that you know what I'm saying, you get more trend out of the longer time frame. So on the monthly, the MACD didn't really cross up green yet, but I got a feeling that's gonna do that soon. So I like Dollar General for next week, but it also might be a good swing for like 2 or 3 weeks based on the monthly time frame. So I like Dollar General. But the setup I like the most this week is Boeing. And the reason why I like Boeing is because there's a lot of wars going on. So when you want to look for a stock that's going to go, you got to pay attention to what's happening in the world, right? So since there's so many wars, I took a look at Boeing just because I was like, man, there's so many wars going on. And I was in love with the setup on each and every time frame. So let me go back and add the RSI indicator. Let me go back and add that one just because it's a very important indicator when it comes to swing trades. So I got the MACD and the RSI down here. So on the hourly time frame, you could tell that we are staircasing upwards, right? Upward momentum, right? That's how the stock moves. You see it very well doing that on the daily, hourly time frame, right? Back we go back here, it's staircasing. Then it's staircasing down. Now it's staircasing up and it's above the 200 MA. I'm loving it on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, I'm sorry, I was loving it on the hour, but on the 4 hour, we got the MACD crossing up green. The purple line is still above the yellow line. And this is giving me kind of bull flag vibes a little bit, but not confirmed. It's a bunch of stuff is looking like, but nothing I would really trade off for. You want the pattern to be clear, right? So we look like we might have a bull flag, but we look like we got a double bottom, look like we got a cup and handle. 4 hour time frame is not really telling me nothing outside of the stock being above the 200 MA, right? And the 200 MA is this purple line, which is the 200-day moving average, right? Which is not only a strong level of support and resistance, but if the stock is above the 200-day moving average, you expect upward trend. If it's below it, you expect downwards, right? So on a 4 hour time frame, we are above the 200. Now, if you look at this, now this is what I really like about it, right? Y'all know the daily time frame is the most important time frame on the chart. So I'm gonna look at their financials. I seen the setup, but I didn't look at their financials, right? But we got the MACD. Y'all see that MACD about to cross green. It's literally like, you know what I'm saying? It's literally a day or so away. Wait for confirmation though. Wait for confirmation. But that MACD is about to turn up green. But I also see a bull flag, right? So for y'all that don't know, we're gonna pull up the bull flag. Boom. All right. So take a look at that. Now I'm gonna share bull flag with y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is what Google is saying that a bull flag looks like. So a bull flag, you got the flagpole, you got the consolidation period after the flagpole, and then you have a breakout. You do not want to trade the bull flag until the breakout is confirmed, meaning it breaks that resistance level that the bull flag has been consolidating in, right? So let's go back. Let's go back to Boeing, right? So we got a war going on. So Boeing on the going back to the hourly, we got Boeing staircasing up and above the 200 MA. You know what I'm saying? We got confirmation. We're above the 200 MA on the 4 hour. On the daily time frame, we got the bull flag and we're above the 200 MA with the MACD indicator crossing up. So if you're going to enter this swing trade going off of the daily time frame, about 181.31 is a perfect entry. So Right now, the stock is at about 176. So we get up to 181. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not on Monday, but Tuesday might be a good entry for Boeing. You know what I'm saying? It could start in that direction on Monday. Tuesday might be the better entry. But bull flags, usually once you see those patterns, they go. You hold it for a day, 2 days, maybe even three. But we got the bull flag pattern on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we got the inverse head and shoulders and a bull flag. If y'all look all the way over here, let me pull it up. Hold on. So if you look all the way over here, you got another bull flag. And remember, bull flags aren't always perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to always look exactly like how it looks on Google or nothing like that. But it does have to have some similarities. It does have to have, you know what I'm saying? Like this double bottom that you see over here. This is a perfect double bottom image. You know what I'm saying? But it's a perfect image of a double bottom. But then you got a bull flag over here that, kind of resembles a bull flag and it looked like it's going to go up as if it's a bull flag, but it just did it from one day and came back down. So we look like we got a bull flag, but we also got a cup and handle. So these are all chart patterns that y'all got to understand and learn to get the flow of the market, right? So this is a cup and handle. As you can see, price action kind of swoops like it's going in an upward trend. Then it goes down for a little bit, just to bounce, right? So that's, oh, hold on, my bad. Let me show y'all the description on Google. All right, so we got the cup and handle right there. So that's what a cup and handle looks like. As you can see, it forms as a cup, makes a little handle, and once it breaks the neckline, that's confirmation. Always wait for confirmation. So we go back to the chart. Boeing, we got a cup and handle. The handle is also giving me bull flag vibes, and the MACD indicator is green on the weekly. Now on the monthly ain't giving me nothing except that we're above the 200 MA. We look like we're bouncing off of the 200 MA. Looks like the RSI lines are about to cross. Actually, the monthly time frame is looking like an inverse head and shoulders too. So if you catch this now and it end up breaking this 257, it's gonna go on a run. It's gonna go on a run, which I'm not recommending. But if you get in now and decide to hold past this 257 area, you might make a year's worth of money off of that one trade. But you always wait for confirmation, man. Make sure that the market is going in the direction that you want it to. Make sure the sector is going in the direction that you want it to. But before I leave on y'all real quick, I'm gonna go to Yahoo Finance and make sure that Boeing is making money. So I literally just walked y'all through the process. So y'all see what I did. I was like, okay, it's a lot of war. Let me check Boeing. And the chart kind of resembled, what's happening in the world. So I was like, okay, got war. The chart is matching. Now I'm going to the financials. I also looked at the overall market. I also looked at like how investors are feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so let me make sure I'm sharing this with y'all. So we on Yahoo Finance with Boeing. And Boeing is doing what you want a company to do. As you can see, Year after year, Boeing is increasing revenue. It did slip up. It looked like it slipped up in 2024. It made a little less. I'm not too happy about that. On top of that, their gross profit was less. I'm not too happy about that. So the balance sheet doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look perfect for a trade. You know what I'm saying? For a swing trade, you want the income statement and the balance sheet to really match the chart, in which is decent for the most part, but it's not perfect. This doesn't resemble a stock that I would invest in for the long term. But they are a profitable company, and I really love the setup. So those are my two picks, man. We got Boeing and what was the other one I called? We got and Boeing and Dollar General. I like both of them, but I like Boeing better. I'm gonna start calling out levels for day traders. You know what I'm saying? So I got the swing trade Sunday set up for y'all every Sunday, but I'm gonna start calling levels for day traders throughout the week, and then probably start a Discord doing that too. But y'all got the two swing trades plays, man. If I do these plays myself or not, I'll show y'all next week. Make sure you place your stop loss and don't trade with all your profits.